Welcome to the Diva Details. Welcome to the Diva Details, where bold, confident women embrace life unapologetically. From love and sex to wellness and reinvention, we keep it raw, real, and powerful. No filters, no limits. Just fearless conversations to help you thrive. Let's dive in with Diva Mia and Diva Cat.
Well, hello, Diva Cat.
Hello, Diva Mia.
How are you today?
I'm great.
Did you have a good weekend?
Oh, yes. I love my weekend.
Yeah. Good times, huh?
Yeah. I live for summer. I love summer.
Summer's good.
Yes.
So, I wanted to talk a little bit about this thing that's been we mentioned a few times on the previous podcasts about women dating younger. And, I've made little kind of offhanded comments that maybe I need to go younger, but there's been so many people that have talked to me about dating younger and why it's important to date someone that's younger. So what do you think about that?
I'm all for it. My husband is 7 years younger than I am.
I know. And you married younger.
Yeah. And I met wonderful woman, wealthy couple.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband also 7 years younger than her.
Really?
Yes.
Where'd you meet him?
At the gym.
At the gym. Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I work out together with, I didn't know they were a couple. I worked out together with them for the past 7 years when the gym opened 7 years ago by my house.
Yeah.
And they're couple.
Yeah. I think that dating younger is kind of interesting. And lately it's been a lot of older women dating younger, not older men.
My niece, they're about to get married. She's 6 years older than her fiance.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Everybody seems to be going younger. And, lately there's been a ton of movies.
But you know what it is? Because us nowadays, as a woman,
Yeah.
we take care of ourselves much better than the older days.
You know what I think it is, actually? I think it's also related to money.
Yeah.
Because it used to be that the old rich guy would get divorced from his wife that was close in age, right?
Right.
Right around his 50s or 60s. And he would go and he would marry someone younger, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
And that's what they would do. It was their standard, procedure is, they went through their midlife crisis.
Right.
They ended up finding some young thing on the side, and then they got divorced. And it was just a process, and everybody would make fun, and then they go buy their red convertible, right?
Right.
So that was the thing. But lately, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that women in our 40s and 50s and 60s,
Mm-hmm.
we have our own money.
Well, the table is turning.
The table is turned, and a professional woman in her 40s, 50s, and 60s,
Uh-huh.
she wants to be happy too. And maybe I don't think we were, calling out men to get divorced, but there's been movies on it lately. That Baby Girl movie, have you seen that? It's about a woman who cheats on her husband with a really young guy in his 20s, and she's in her 50s.
Well, remember that's a true story. That movie, How to Get Her Group Back.
Yeah. How Stella, well, no, she wasn't cheating though, but how Stella got her group back. She went with a much younger man.
Younger man.
Like
And that's
15 years or 20 years.
But that's based on true story.
Well, and then there's the family affair.
Yeah.
There's the idea of you, which is somebody dating super younger. There's all these movies lately. Hollywood has taken notice.
They are.
And you mentioned Madonna and her boyfriend. I don't know if they're married. Cher and her.
her boyfriend.
But they're all younger as well. And I mean, these are significant, anywhere from 5 to 30 years younger
Mm-hmm.
or more.
Yeah. But you know what? There's some people, we don't talk. Oh, remember we met Renee on the cruise? She said, we're not talking.
Yeah, Renee dates younger too.
That's
She's 73 and she'll date 20, 30 years longer. So, I mean, because she can.
He's only 53 years old and he is a
Who?
Renee boyfriend.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I follow her.
Wow, that's awesome.
But you know what? It's the energy.
It's energy.
It's energy.
And it does matter how you look as well.
Mm.
But let's kind of focus on, I think a lot of it is that, in our 50s and 60s, we're freaking confident.
Oh, yeah.
We know what we want.
Financial secure.
We're financially secure. We know what we want physically. We know what we want sexually. We know what we want in a partner.
Yes.
And we're empowered. And when we were younger, I think a lot of women also settled because they just we were pushed into marriage a lot by our families.
Yeah.
Not to say, I mean, it's true, right?
That's true.
There was society, oh, you need to get married or you're going to get too old to have babies. There was that push. Now we're in our 50s, 40, 50, 60s. And some of us, although you waited and you married younger anyway.
Well, my mom was going to marry me off at 22. I fled the country.
You did.
Oh, yeah. I had to show you the guy that I was supposed to marry him.
I'm so glad you did because you got an awesome man.
No, I have to show you the guy that I was supposed to marry him because of family arranging and stuff. He looked like his grandpa with the belly up. Yeah, his belly bigger than, I don't know. He looked like he's carrying 9-month-old baby.
That's
when
terrible.
When you're pregnant right before you give birth, that's how it is.
That's
I
terrible.
said, oh my God, thank God, thank Buddha, thanks everybody.
Yeah.
I'm glad I made my own decision.
Wow.
Yes.
You know, I think in our 20s and 30s, we're still exploring. We're still learning.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of successful couple, you know. My parents arranging marriage, but there is a lot, I have to say. But it's not for me.
Yeah.
The energy just not match.
Yeah.
I'm attached to younger energy. Like, people still want to go do stuff. Pack our bag, be spontaneous. Let's drive to the beach.
You're the one to call.
Right.
Yes. Well, you know, I think in our 20s and 30s we're more chaotic and we're focused on growing and passion and following our dreams and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And whether we get married or not in our 20s and 30s, some of us do, some of us don't.
Right.
But it's different. Now in our 40s, we might be rebuilding after a divorce, or in our 50s, rebuilding after a divorce, 40s, 50s, 60s. And we're more intentional.
There is.
When we're dating. I think we're looking for emotional intelligence, and I don't think age matters as long as they're emotionally intelligent.
No, doesn't matter anymore.
And they have to be stable.
Yes.
You know, sometimes you date somebody in their 50s and they've gone through 2 or 3 divorces and they're kind of broken.
You don't want that.
And you don't want that. So sometimes getting a guy in their 30s or 40s, you know, if you're in your 50s or 60s, might be a fun thing.
Yeah, my niece following my footsteps. She dating him right after med school.
Yeah.
Now they're getting married. And he's 6 years younger.
6 years younger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that in your 50s, we're self-assured.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're confident. I think we're looking more for connection and values than necessarily age.
Yes.
So it's interesting. I might end up dating younger, Diva Cat. And then you might have to get me married off at a wedding. You're my maid of honor, remember?
You know, I'm all for it. There is no stopping right now. We go to Bora Bora for Diva me a bachelor party.
Oh, bachelorettes.
A bachelorette party.
Bachelorette party. So I think you're right. I think it's energy and vitality. I think some people have it and some people don't. Younger men will often, they bring a perspective of spontaneity and youth that, I'm sorry to say, guys, in your 50s and 60s, you're slow. And you may not have the energy of a 30 or a 40-year-old. And I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But women in their 50s and 60s, they still have a lot of energy.
They do.
Especially if they keep themselves in decent shape. They just want to go out and dance and have fun and live. A lot of times where the kids are off to school or about to be off to school, we've sacrificed a lot of our lives to take care of other people, and now it's time to take care of us.
You don't want a guy who just sit there and watch Netflix on Friday night, and talk about weather.
And I will say, most of the divorced women I have met are much happier single than they were married, because we felt like, especially Generation Xers, we felt like all we did was take care of our husbands and worked our butts to the bone and took care of the family and the finances and the children. And it was exhausting.
Took care of the house alone.
Took care of everything. So now we find ourselves single and we're like, wait a second. I don't have to be a slave to a man that abuses me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I get to have fun with a man that respects me and wants to play and have some good time.
Yeah. I'm planning to hike Vesuvius again.
Yeah.
You know? And then 70 years old guy, not going to do that.
Oh, no.
Although, like, if 70 years old, like Harrison Ford, yes.
You know, it's funny. I married a couple years younger, too. Mine was a couple years younger than me. And he ended up with a woman that was much older than me.
You see?
See, it does happen. So the reality is that a lot of people are going way older in their selection process.
Right.
And the one thing you find is that when you date a younger man, they are going to come at you as an equal if they're emotionally mature.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to try to fix you because you're going to be a strong, confident woman. They're not even going to try to fix you. So it might be a better match than, dating someone else. I will say when I was younger, I dated a lot of older guys, though.
Yeah, I did too.
I did too. And it was a
did.
thing because the thing is we're looking for a certain level of maturity.
Yeah.
Older was mature enough for us, but now the older is kind of dry and boring. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I did. And I'm glad I did not marry the older guy because I probably end up divorced because the energy just not match.
It doesn't match. And I will say sexually.
Oh my God, no.
It's a different thing. It's a different ballpark.
It's a whole new different tape.
Yeah. So when they're in their mid 50s and up, and some guys even in their mid 40s, a lot of them aren't in the best of shape anymore.
Right.
And when they get out of shape, good luck.
Right. Think of it as nowadays there is no more. You move up from fast food to fine dining. You take your time and you enjoy every bite of it.
Yeah.
You don't want those fast stuff. No.
Yeah.
Those days are gone.
The other thing I think is women are much more into weightlifting now.
Oh, yeah.
So their bodies, they're staying youthful longer.
Mm-hmm.
And women in the past, they weren't really into weightlifting. I mean, I don't think that really took hold until like the 90s.
Oh, yeah, the skinny bone.
They were in skinny bone. And what would happen is by the time women got into their 50s and 60s, they started to get osteoporosis. They got sick. They got arthritis. They were as sick as the men are in their 50s and 60s now because I see a lot of men, and they've got a lot of health conditions too.
Yeah, I think weightlifting and keeping up with your physically, mentally, that's the key.
What was that old movie, Mrs. Robertson?
Mrs. Robinson. I'm all about Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah, where she dated.
The Graduate.
That was really low. That was really young, though.
Yeah,
that was a little scary young.
No, that's scary young. He's high school. Right?
Yeah, that's not good. We're not talking about robbing the cradle, or we're not talking here about jailbait.
No, we are
no
not.
jailbait.
We are not Mrs. Robinson. That's a bad example.
No jailbait. So the other thing is, a lot of people are very comfortable going 8 to 10 years younger.
Oh yeah,
and I think that it depends on who you are. Like our friend that's the bodybuilder, she's 73, she's dating 53, 20 years younger, but she's got the spirit, honestly, guys, of a 30-year-old. So she does.
She is my idol all the way.
Amazing. Her spirit, her attitude, the way she lives, it's amazing. And it's just a different life stage for us, right?
Yes.
Society, I think in the past, we got more criticism for dating younger. But now I think it's kind of hip. I think it's shifting.
Because
especially
empowered.
We are empowered. And I do believe that if it's more about matching energy and matching person than matching ages.
Yeah.
And it may be funny but the reality is then if you date younger, you're going to have a good sex life for a lot longer.
Funny you say that. I just came back from this yoga retreat.
Yeah.
And the night after, we go up to the rooftop bar. First, I met two amazing women.
Yeah.
One is 58, one is 60.
Yeah.
And their boyfriend is only 50 years old. And they're amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, good-looking women, taking care of themselves, very spiritual, very into outdoor weightlifting, taking care of hormones, everything, taking care of themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And their boyfriend, I think gonna be like 50, 52 top.
And they were good looking?
They are hot.
Okay, but were they emotionally mature?
Oh my God, yes.
So it was a match.
This is the energy together. They rode their bike together. They practice yoga together. They went for a hike together. Even when they sit down talking to each other, looking at each other, it's just amazing energy.
I think that's part of the trick too, is that you have to find somebody that's an emotional match. Because if they're not emotionally matched with you, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So just saying, oh, I want to date younger and just going finding somebody 20 years younger, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
They have to be emotionally mature. The other thing you need to worry about, and I was talking to someone about this today, is if I'm 50 and I want to date somebody in their 30s, I need to make sure they don't want to have any more kids.
That too.
Some guys don't want to have kids these days, which is fine. But if they're in their mid-30s and they're wanting to find someone to have 1 or 2 more kids, I'm not gonna have any more children. I mean, I could, but I don't want to because that would make me 70 by the time they're going to college.
Oh my God, no.
So I think I'm kinda done with the having kids, but you need to find someone that's okay with that. So just make sure they realize that, yeah, hey, if you're with me and this is gonna be a relationship, we're not having children.
But some young guy, they don't want children. They just want all of you to themselves.
That's true, but sometimes that changes. Just like women have a biological clock, sometimes men do too. So and a lot of times by the time they're 35, they've already had a few kids and they don't want any more.
That's true.
So there's that. And especially since like me, I waited until my first child was 37.
Yeah, you see?
So I was like, they might have kids the same age as me and they're 35.
Who knows?
So anyway, but the question you have to ask yourself, are you dating with confidence or are you dating because you're afraid to be older? And I will date at any age, honestly. I don't really care. Age is not a thing to me. It is energy for me. But the more I've been dating older, the less I'm enjoying it. And I found that a lot of the older ones are kind of damaged to the point that I have to fix them. And I don't want to fix anybody.
Yeah.
I need somebody that's emotionally healthy, that's not insecure, and that is comfortable in their skin. And I'm telling you, something happens between 55 and 65.
In the men, you mean?
In men. And they shift into this depression, sad state that they're not the happiest in their skin anymore.
I see.
And maybe it's because their libido is going down.
Maybe.
Their testosterone is going down. Maybe it's the men menopause for men.
Yeah.
Menopause. We'll call it menopause. Menopause
Don't
that they're going through.
Midlife crisis, or that's a different thing?
Well, the midlife crisis can happen anytime between 40 and 60.
Yeah.
But I think usually it happens between 40 and 50. That's when they're like, oh, I'm feeling like I'm getting older and I need to change stuff. But like between 55 and 65, that's when they're getting ready to retire. But what also happens to men is they can't perform the same they used to. Their testosterone goes down. They're getting beat out by younger men. And women are just getting started. I mean, we're like, our libido's going up and theirs is going down.
I'm telling you though, I think right now when I look at the younger and the girl in the 30s and versus the woman in the 50s, I think the 50 woman is more attractive to me. For me anyway.
Because we're confident.
Right.
And the women in their 30s, they're still finding themselves.
They're secure.
We're more secure in who we are. Not all, but a lot of times. So a lot of times we may be more aligned with somebody in their late 30s, early 40s, in our 50s and 60s.
That's true.
So it's an alignment issue too. And one of the other things is I have found is that when a man is getting ready in their 50s and 60s to retire, their careers are going down.
I see.
And a lot of times ours are flourishing.
Right.
And then there's a power struggle. And they may get envious of your growth into your career because you have a lot of energy in your 50s and 60s, women do.
Yeah.
Because we've gone through menopause and we may have already gone, some have, some haven't. And menopause is once it's done, we feel pretty inspired.
Yeah.
And
children older.
Children are older, so we don't have to spread our energy so much between multiple different things. We can focus on one thing.
Yeah.
And remember, ladies, when we're focused on one or two things, we're powerful.
We are.
I think a lot of the problems women have is that we do everything for everyone and we split our energy. But when we can come back to ourselves and to our center, my gosh, we have so much more energy and we're so much more powerful.
All right. Application open, guys.
Applications are open. Go look at those older women.
Diva Mia's going for younger.
Oh, I don't know about that yet, but I'm open. So, but the question is, do you think that younger men are looking for a forever partner or just a plaything? Because I will say I've gotten a lot of younger men on dating apps in their 20s, even 26, 27. I'm like, dude, I could be your mom. But anyway, in their 20s that have propositioned me. And it was not for a forever partner proposition. They just wanted a plaything, if you will. And one guy even sent me a list of reasons why they date older.
Really?
And it's one of it was like they know what they want in bed. They're sexually mature. And then they'll also do your laundry.
Oh my God.
And they'll make you a sandwich after.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it was so funny. It was adorable. But yeah, I've gotten a lot. A lot. And there's one guy that was like 30, and he says, I only date women that are 45 and up. He says they just know what they want, and they know how they want it,
Wow.
and they know how to ask for it. I mean, that's what our podcast has been about, right? Telling people that you need to be self-confident, you need to be empowered, and there you have it.
The table really had turned. Normally it's the other way around. A guy go for a younger woman.
I know. Well, here's the other thing, if we think about it, not to be a little but women tend to live longer than men.
That's true. It's true.
So if you're in your 50s and 60s and you're looking for a forever partner that you want to live with for the rest of your life, if you get someone 10 years younger than you, you may live your lives together forever. If you get someone older than you, and
you might end up taking care of them.
You're either going to take care of them or they're going to die earlier than you, and then you're going to have to find somebody again in your 70s.
That's true.
And that hurts, right?
Yeah.
Like our bodybuilder friend, I can totally see her living into 100.
I think so too.
I think so too. Her energy, vitality, she's going to live into 100. So
I'm all for it. I'm all about. I'm following.
She's with a 53-year-old man who's probably going to die in his 80s.
Yeah.
So they'll die around the same time. Now, I don't want to get too grotesque about death, etc., but that's a reality. So if you're dating younger, you're more likely to have a true forever partner.
For sure. Yes. I think, but our friend, I think everybody should look at her. She is my idol.
She's amazing.
She is amazing. I don't care.
Now, if you're a younger man and you're wanting to date an older woman, I will say we require a certain level of respect that you're not going to give to a younger woman. So if you come into it like you're dating a 30-something and you're rude, or you don't open car doors, or you don't take us out, or you don't respect, you're not gonna be able to match a woman's energy in her 50s, because she's gonna have a certain level of respect that she's gonna require.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you're just a boy toy, like one of those pretty boys that doesn't have, hasn't got a successful career and hasn't made it for himself, and you're dating an older woman because you want to be taken care of, because there are those.
Wow.
The boy toys. Wow. You know how there used to be women that just looked for men so that they could pay for their stuff? Now it's switched. And now we have a lot of men that it's reverse, where they want to be taken care of financially. And they're looking for a woman to financially take care of them. They're good looking men. So they're arm candy from women.
Yeah.
So that happens too. But you better make sure you step up in the respect and the chivalrous way.
Yeah, you have to. Especially if you want to date the successful older woman.
It's true. Now, the other thing you have to think of is someone in their 50s and 60s is going to love to travel. And if a man is mid-career, I don't know how much they can travel.
I don't think how much they could afford. That's a question.
Well, and it depends. Every guy's going to be different, right? So when you're looking younger, and I think my dating app preference was set to 45 to 55. I think if I ever go back on the dating apps, I would have to adjust it to maybe go 35. Oh, that scares me a little, I will say.
Right?
35. Wow. They would be able to keep up with me then, though. That would be nice. So I do think that your value doesn't decline as we get older. I think it compounds. I think we're like compound money. We're like interest earned.
I think women, as you get older, all of these elements come together, and your confidence, your secure, it just go up the roof.
It does.
And you just take care of yourself. That's it.
It does. I think the ability to focus just on one man helps as well.
Because at this age, your kid's done, it's just you. You take care of you now.
Yeah. And I do think respect is huge.
Yeah.
And one of the things you'll get from a younger man, hopefully, is more respect. Because I will say some of the older men aren't so respectful.
No?
Some are respectful, like they'll be chivalrous, but they're not so respectful when it comes to your emotions.
I see.
So if we can find a man that's respectful, I'd date younger.
Why not?
I would consider it for sure. I think dating.
Age is only numbers. Remember
Now,
that.
why do you think it is that so many people lately are lying about their age?
I think insecure.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I dated a guy that lied about his age.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was 7 years younger than he was.
Hmm.
So I don't know why people do lie about their age.
Maybe because they feel they should be that age. Like me, I'm 60. I don't feel I'm 60. I should be 50. Maybe
Well, and you
that's how
look
they
young
feel.
too. Yeah, you look like you could be 50.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
The thing is how you feel. Maybe that's how they feel. Maybe he didn't feel 7 years older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't really care about my age as long as I feel good and I look good.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Renee. She's publishing everywhere. She's 73. She doesn't care. And she looks like she's 35 or 40. So,
yeah. She is hot.
yeah. I think Diva Cat wants to date Diva Renee.
I'm all for it. Her muscle, her ab,
her butt. She's got a nice butt.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that men, after men turn 60, I think they feel like they're too old. And they come across as not being excited or active, especially virile in the bedroom.
Yeah, maybe they're ready to just sit on the couch watch Netflix.
Yeah. And some of them date younger women, but a lot of them lately, a lot of younger women don't want to date that older.
No, they don't. Who wants to do that? Do you?
No.
See?
No.
You want to just sit home, watch Netflix, and talk about weather?
I will say most of the younger women that are dating older, like older than 5 years, are dating them because they want to be kept.
Ah, I see.
Now, the question is, on the younger men, how many of the younger men are dating older women because they want to be kept? I don't think it's the same. I think younger men are dating older women for the maturity level. And honestly, we're, I think, more focused in our 50s and less chaotic mentally.
Maybe we should interview older guys.
I think we should.
Right?
A really good-looking one for me.
Yeah. We need to.
Maybe get like 2 or 3 like good-looking younger men that we could, that are really good-looking that we can
make it look like the street talk. Now, remember that show Street Talk? You just come up to people on the street and
interview
start
them.
ask the question.
That might have to be a podcast too.
Yeah. I remember that show.
You know, I think society standards are changing. I think that the dogma related to the older women and younger men, it's just different.
It has been a lot of movies making about older women with younger men too, though.
I think the movies are huge.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that people, even when they're older, should always tell their age, though. They shouldn't lie about it. I think they should be truthful.
Yeah, I don't know why people have to lie about their age.
Women have been doing it for a while, though.
They do?
I had a friend that would never say her age. Every birthday, she was 29 years old. And it was so funny because I went back and saw her on a trip I went on, and I said to her, I go, well, you're like way younger than me anyway. And she's like, I'm like 4 years younger than you. We're like the same generation. I was like, well, I don't know. You've been 29 every year for like the past 15 years.
Okay, we celebrate my 29th birthday.
Again. But women have been so scared of their age, and I don't think it matters to women as much, especially if you look young.
I don't know.
It's kind of a fun thing to be told, because I am told this a lot. You don't look that old. I get told that a lot. And so people are like, oh my gosh, you look like you're in, I would have said mid-30s to early 40s is what people tell me. Yeah, it's energy, but I also look younger.
Yeah.
So that helps too.
Yeah, you know what? All the day people wear like tons of makeup, and I think that makes you look old.
Yeah, I barely wear makeup.
Now because of bare face, just a little recourses, I think it making you very young, especially your real skin,
Yeah.
That's why you look very young, because you hardly wear any.
I very rarely wear makeup.
Yeah.
I think that people that lie about their age, there's something underlying as well.
Insecure.
I think they're also manipulating you.
They do?
I do. I think they're just dishonest people. And when they lie about that, they're going to lie about everything else.
Maybe.
And how are you going to ever get that trust back? If you lie to somebody about your age in the future, how are you ever going to get that trust back? What are you going to do? 6 months into a relationship, tell them the true age? And
it was like, by the way, I'm not 52, I'm 62.
Yeah, you can't do that. Because that's the first thing I think of. If they're lying about their age, what else are they lying about?
Right. That's true. Living the lie.
So now let's discuss.
Okay.
Diva Mia is thinking about dating younger after this conversation.
Go for it.
Now, what do I need to do? And what do you need to do as a listener if you want to date younger in order to get yourself in a better position to date younger?
You just have to. I don't think you need to do anything else.
I think personally, I need to mentally
Prepare for it.
because I'm going to ask myself, am I drawn to their energy or what am I specifically looking for in a younger man? Because honestly, up until this point, I thought I was going to date somebody maybe within 2 to 3 years of my age either way. But if I'm going to go significantly younger, I'm going to say, well, look, I'm going to have to be more spontaneous myself.
Right.
And I'm not very spontaneous. You know me, I'm a
Right.
planner. And do I have the mindset to match the energy of some man that's younger?
Yeah. That's another thing. Are you looking for like long-term relationship?
I'm always looking for a long-term relationship.
So that's the key. Yeah.
I don't do one-night stands. I don't do fly-by-night dating. And I've also found that if someone gives me red flags, which I'm very proud of now, if somebody gives me red flags within the first week or two, I just let them go.
Right.
I used to give them multiple opportunities. But now I've realized that the red flags, if they're there in the very beginning, they're going to be there forever.
Right.
So I don't even want to waste more than a week or two. So are the younger men, are they going to give me less red flags? That might be a thing as well.
Yeah. Are they in it for sure, or they just in it to have fun, to date? Because I've heard a lot of people actually addicted to dating apps.
Yes. I have found that there's so much gameplay on the dating apps and people have such a huge roster of people lined up in their dating pool that they just call on whoever they want.
Yeah.
So you could be talking to a guy for a week and you're supposed to go out, but then they ghost you and then you find out that they're talking to 5 other women and then they'll get back to you in a week or two. And I don't play that game.
No.
So as soon as somebody ghosts me, I'm just done.
Yeah.
So, but will the younger group be more in tuned, especially the guys that are looking to date older?
They should be prepared themselves to date older women.
Older women don't like to play around with multiple men.
No.
We don't play that game.
So I think for the guy who are willing to date older women, they might already prepare themselves, just like you prepare yourself for the younger guy.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think you need to determine your motivation. I think you're right. I think you need to say, hey, am I at a stage in my life where I'm just dating multiple men? Or am I at a stage where I want a relationship? And I only do relationships. I've never I don't do a roster of guys.
Right.
Like I'm dating one guy and I'm just dating that guy. And I know people say that's crazy. And they say, well, some people say that's crazy. Some people say you can't be exclusive with a guy until you're engaged or whatever, or you can't be exclusive with a guy until you guys have formally said it. But here's my thing. If I'm dating a guy and I've gone on 2 or 3 dates with a guy, I'm not dating a bunch of other guys.
I see.
At first date, yes, I might have 2 or 3 first date in a week. Who knows? No, I haven't done that for a while because I'm not seriously dating right now. But there was a time where I would have first dates and I'd have 2 or 3 of them lined up for a week. And then if I liked someone, then I would go on a second date. But the problem was I wasn't liking anyone. And that's fine. But if I've gone out 2 or 3 times and I think by the third date, you kind of start to have a connection with someone. Otherwise, why are you still going out with them?
Yeah, yeah.
So by the third date, if I've gone on 3 or 4 dates, I'm just dating them. I don't need to play the field per se.
Right?
So if they are not the right fit, I can let them go quickly. So younger men, I don't know if that's the same mindset for younger men.
It might be. We're going to have to try it out.
We're going to have to try it out.
I can't speak to the younger men.
I will say one of the things that I do love is confidence in a man. And something about younger men in their 30s, late 30s and early 40s, they're pretty darn confident.
The early 40s.
About everything.
Yes.
They're confident about how they look. They're confident about their bedroom performance. They're confident about... Typically, they're confident financially, too. If they're going to be on my level, they're going to have to be anyway.
Yeah, their testosterone is still up, not low yet.
Yeah, so they don't have to lie about their age.
Yes.
So they shouldn't lie about their age. But yeah, so they're still spry. which gives me another solid 20 plus years if I go for somebody in their early 40s or late 30s
Yeah. Why not?
before they have to have supplemental pharmaceuticals.
That could happen. You know that, right? Gotta believe in science.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you should go for it.
I'm telling you. And it's nice to be desired by a younger man, I will say. That's got to be interesting.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think a younger man will help you flourish
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully be supportive of you.
It's
But
gonna
you
make
got to
you
get
so
there.
glowing.
Oh, no. Diva Cat wants me to walk in here glowing and then she'll know.
Yeah, I walked in. I'll know.
So if you're wanting to date a younger man, you just need to make sure your body's prepared for it too.
That's another thing.
You cannot be out of shape.
For sure.
You're going to have to be in great physical condition
Mm-hmm.
and mental condition. Now, I think mentally we can all day long show up a lot of younger women. Now, it's not a competition, but
Mm-hmm.
you need to honor you, but physically, you're going to have to be in the same shape as a younger woman.
For sure.
So don't think that, you're going to date younger guys and you can just let yourself go. No, you got to be in great shape. You got to be stylish.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be emotionally intelligent
Mm-hmm.
and very vibrant, like our friend is. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can be resistible at any age as long as you're vibrant.
Right. And lively.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that not all younger men are mature enough to date us.
No,
You have to be very selective when you go younger.
that for sure. Because some young men have very mature. It depends how maturity they are.
Yeah.
They could be 30-something, but they already accomplished a lot of things.
Like an old soul.
Right.
I love that. Yeah.
Mhm.
An old soul is like somebody that's emotionally intelligent. They're respectful.
Mm-hmm.
They might even have shared values.
Yeah.
Not just looking at your hotness, just shared values
Mhm.
at like what you value most, some of your core values.
Yes. Yeah. They're pretty much set, I think.
I do think you need to have a boundary up there because there's a lot of young men that have fetishes in older women now.
That's for sure.
It's like a mama complex.
Yeah, I think you have to make sure too, though, right? Are they going to be good with your children? You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Are they going to be good with your children? Are they going to respect you? Or is this just something to get their rocks off because they have a fetish?
Right. Or do they still want more kids?
The kids thing is huge.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to you also don't want to pull somebody out of the dating pool that wants more children when you can't have them.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about where you find these younger men.
I don't know.
So I think
Football game, maybe?
I'm not going that young. It's probably not going to be friends of friends because I think a lot of times in our 50s and 60s we have friends that are in our 50s and 60s. I don't
60. Yeah.
I don't have any friends that are more than 10 years older or 10 years younger than me.
Me either.
Except for Renee, she's 20 years older than me, over 20 years older than me. But
Well, the other friend, she's 50 and, she's same age. Yeah. But most of my friend, though, is a lot younger.
well, that's because you have a young spirit, though.
Yeah. Like my yoga group,
Yeah.
I think I'm the same age with her mom. Couple of them.
Yeah.
They're in their 30s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you might know some younger men that you can set me up with.
Now my head is spinning.
Huh.
Mhm.
Somebody that's, I think 35 would be my lowest. I don't think I would want to go more than 15 years or so underneath my age.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. I mean, it has to be somebody in my yoga circle.
no, it has to be somebody emotionally mature and somebody that's financially stable. I'm not going to financially support a man ever again either. That's the thing is, ladies, when you're in your 50s and 60s, and if you date somebody too young, you might be financially supporting them. And I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. I just don't want to do that ever.
Yeah, because some of them might just looking for sugar mama.
A lot of them are looking for sugar mamas. So they either have a fetish or they're looking for a sugar mama. I will say I went to Cabo one time and went to a really high-end resort, and there were these older women, and I'm talking full-on white hair, 70s something,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have eye candy easily on their 40s on their arms.
See? Oh my God.
And it was
Really?
because those men wanted a sugar mama,
Mm.
and they knew these women had money,
Mm-hmm.
and they would be completely taken care of, and when the woman passed, they would collect it all. Women used to do that with men. They would go marry a really old guy that was 10 years away from death or less.
Remember Anna Nicole Smith?
And they would marry older, and then the older person would pass away, and then they would collect a fortune.
But in Anna's case, I think she really loved him.
It can be. And I'm not saying that you can't love older,
Mm-hmm.
but there is I don't know if I could date somebody 50 years older than me because they'd be 1 foot in the grave, you know what I mean? Or 30 years older.
It's so funny you say that. Our new friend that I just met, he called her my mama.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. She's 7 years older than her.
Oh.
Than him.
7 years is not enough to call somebody your mama.
But she always called her mama.
Hmm.
He always called her mama. And the thing is, she's already married, have 2 kids, 2 grown kids, and he didn't want any more kids. They've been together for 25 years already. Yeah, they met each other when she's in her 40s and he was only 32, 33.
Well, that's good.
Mm.
So there's different platforms that you can find these older men or these younger men on.
There is platform?
There are. Most of the guys that were younger that wanted to date me were on Bumble.
Oh, another Bumble or Hinge.
Bumble or Hinge, yeah.
Yes.
And that app called Date Your Age, where you're dating people right around your age group.
Uh-huh.
But if you're looking to go younger, Bumble or Hinge or OkCupid, you can set your age. You can even set your age on Facebook dating. So if you want to date younger, that's the way to go.
Well, I heard a lot about Match.com too.
I don't like Match.com. I did not like Match.com.
My best friend married his wife. They found each other on Match.com.
Well, here's the thing. On Match.com, I wasn't setting a younger age. Remember, I was only doing 45 to 55. But if I'm going to go down to 35, maybe. I don't know.
Go for the real deal. Yes. Yeah. Well, just make sure they don't look for a sugar mama.
Yeah. And there's also age gap friendly platforms like Age Match. So you can match specific or Elite Singles.
Wow.
And then the gym is always a good place to meet them too, I think.
I think the gym, happy hours.
So, yeah, I think you can meet them at gyms or even at conferences. There are single men at conferences. I've never picked up a guy from a conference, but never say never. It might be a fun way to go because then you have similar interests too.
Or yoga retreat.
Or a wellness retreat.
Wellness retreat.
Yeah. Were there any single ladies picking up men at the wellness retreat?
I know there was 2,000 people there.
Although I must say, if I went to a yoga retreat, I would probably expect most of the men to be gay that weren't married already.
Really?
Yeah. If it's a yoga retreat and a guy is there and he's not married and he's single, most likely to be gay.
I follow 2, I'm very passionate about yoga. So I follow 2 high performance professional yoga. One is I only go with Johnny Keys. Another one, Travis Elliott. They're both hot and they're both straight guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that can be. I'm just saying, I would say hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
It's not where I would go to find a single man is at a yoga retreat.
Oh, I see.
I think travel clubs could attract, you could go on a singles cruise.
They have this adventure cruise.
Yeah. There's adventure groups now. Have you seen those? Everywhere they have adventure groups where you can go and you go snorkeling, you can go surfing and paddleboarding. And you go on these adventure groups, and that's a great way to find men. And they're probably high-vibing men. And they might appreciate older women. Who knows?
That's so true. So way back when I was still in corporate world, right? So we have this girl from Australia. We hired her. She's in marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, we're just talking. Hey, what you thinking? She's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And she says, I'm going to come to America, marry American cowboy.
Oh, wow.
And she signed up for those events.
She
met her husband.
Really?
And he's younger.
It's so funny. I had a friend last night send me the picture of somebody from New Zealand. And then they called me because they were at a bar, and then they had him talk to me. He was really cute.
You, New Zealand, Australia. I think you need to adventure out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that younger men may be more flexible as well at, the requirements, because I think when you get somebody older, they're more set in their ways.
Yeah, I think your energy, you go for younger men because you still like to do stuff. You like to be spontaneous. You like somebody to, arrange. Let's go to the beach. Let's pack up. Let's go for a hike. Without
I like to go hiking. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would say I do want somebody that's more active, and I think a lot of men our age want to stay home and sit on the couch and not do much. And I did date a guy that was 53 that was very active. But he's very close to my age, right? But he had been active and he'd been a bachelor for a long time. So I would say that I can date someone my age, but it's going to be the unique individual that can keep up with me for sure.
I would vote for travel group or
You think I need to go on like a singles cruise?
not a single cruise, like, adventure
An adventure thing in town.
in town.
Yeah, because then you
First.
meet people locally too.
Right.
There's also Meetup, and Meetup has different singles groups based on age. And like there's a Meetup in our area that's for 35 to 60.
Yeah.
So I can meet people from 35 and up then. I think at 35, we're less likely to find people that still want to have kids.
Right. If you like dancing, you could go on this country light cruise dance with Renee.
I could do that in
You could do
November.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah. I will talk. I'm open to finding a person. The guy from New Zealand wants to fly in to see me. And I was like, well, that was kind of neat.
Go for it.
That would be interesting if I do something like that or fly out to see him.
Or let him come first.
He seems sweet. I'd have to talk to him 100 times on the phone, but it wasn't a scam because my friend was sitting at a bar talking to him. So he was actually from New Zealand. But yeah, he's only in that area for 3 months, but we'll see. But anyway, is dating them for you, or is it going to be too awkward because of your social friends and situations too? You have to consider that. Do you think the social pressures and the judgments, if you go really younger? Now, I'm not talking like 20s. I'm talking 10 to 15 to 20 years younger.
You're asking me who married somebody 7 years younger.
Did you have... Yeah, exactly. Did you have any...
No.
No? Did he?
No.
No, it was
We
just
are
love.
fully confidence.
Okay.
And you know me, I walk into the room like, I don't care.
I think you have to enjoy dating whatever age group without any guilt, and it should be about a personal match. It's different now, too.
Right.
When I was in high school and I went to my senior prom with my 26-year-old date, it was a little awkward because my principal came up to me and said, you shouldn't be dating someone like that, especially the neighbor track coach.
God.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. I dated the track coach from a neighbor town. But that's, that was a 10-year gap or 8-year gap. And that was different. Now, 8 years doesn't seem like as much when we get older, right? 8 years could be...
I just think people put so much, what's that word?
Pressure.
Pressure and expectation on age.
They do.
It should be just, it's mutual thing. You woman, I'm man, walk into a room, attract to each other. Who cares how old you are?
Yeah.
And who cares what you do?
And here's the interesting thing. It can be empowering for a woman to date younger. There can be some stigmas attached to it.
Yeah.
And some people may actually admire you for it, while other people will judge you for it. So you're going to have both sides of the coin.
Yeah, I have no problem walking to the bar and just sit there, order my martini and walk up to the guy and talk to anybody like...
I know you don't.
Yeah, no.
But everybody loves you, Kat.
No, it's depends how you walked in, how confident you are. That's how you bring up yourself.
Well, I'm confident in myself. I just don't like people like you do. You like to talk to everyone. Yeah. I would rather stay by myself. And because I'm very introverted, you're just a crazy extrovert. You're one of the biggest extroverts I've ever seen.
Especially I'm Asian.
I know. You're like, you talk to everybody. In fact, even when we were on our cruise together, that guy in the hot tub was hitting on you, even though you had a wedding ring. I was like, wow.
I had no idea that he was speaking. I was just talking.
I know. You were clueless. We were all joking about it. It was like, everybody said, that guy's hitting on Kat. And everybody's like, yep. And Kat doesn't even realize it. And everybody's like, yep.
I was just like, blah, blah, blah. I know everything about him in that one.
I know you did. He was really bragging about all the stuff he had, too.
He has, he was like, I used to be millionaire. Now I'm not anymore because he had the ex-wife take him out. I didn't even catch on that. I was just kept talking.
So when a man dates younger, the joke is, he still got it. Look, he can still perform.
Yes.
When a woman does, we're called cougars or desperate.
Desperate.
That's what they say. That's a social stigma that's out there.
And you know what you're going to say? I'm proud to be cougar and I'm proud to be desperate.
I don't know if I'd be proud to be desperate, but I could be proud to be a cougar.
Mm.
And I don't know. I think it's like if it's more than 10 years. I don't think you're a cougar because you're within the 10 years. But if it's over 10 years, I think that's when they start calling you a cougar.
Women should be proud of themselves.
Yes.
Especially if you could still attract younger guys.
Well, like when we were on the cruise and we met Diva Renee, she was getting checked out by the 30-year-old.
And her friend that I talked to, I forgot her name already. Remember the lawyer?
Yeah.
And she was super, super confident. Her boyfriend probably a lot younger too.
I don't know. Anyway, older women are, we have a pressure to look younger anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of us look younger well into our 60s, 70s, and 80s.
All I could say is to the younger men, if you want to date older women, just remember, we know what we want and we are expensive.
Yes.
That's all I would say. We are expensive.
Diva Cat is expensive.
Oh, I know. No, I think all women, when you get certain age, you are expensive. Just think about to go get your nails done, your facial.
But I was doing all that when I was younger too.
Right, but you need to do extra stuff when you're younger. And
Some
then
stuff, yeah.
Remember, you're getting expensive.
But I'm not looking at a dating partner as someone that pays for my stuff.
No, not only that. No, not that. But you just need to make sure the guy have to have class and be prepared for that.
Yeah, but I'm okay just paying for my own stuff. I don't
Yeah,
need a guy
I know.
that's gonna.
But the guy who's gonna confront you, even though you met at the gym, you're not gonna wear the tank top the whole time. I'm sorry, those tank top gotta go. You have to dress nice, wear color shirt, linen. You know what I'm talking about?
Now she's complaining about my clothing.
No, not clothing. The guy that you're gonna date.
Yes. No, he has to be a certain level.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He has to align with me financially and physically and mentally and emotionally and sexually. I mean, it has to be in alignment across the board.
Right. Even when he's younger, he still has to have all of them.
Yeah. Remember when we were talking, that's the trick in life. I think it's to find someone that aligns with you financially is step one. To find somebody that aligns with you emotionally. Well, these steps are not in any specific order. And then to find somebody that aligns with you physically, sexually, spiritually even.
All of those matters.
It's all of it. And to have somebody that just aligns with you on all those levels, that's when you kind of know it's the one. Yeah. And I'm not saying they have to check every box. I think people are too committed saying, oh, he has to be 6'2", or oh, he has to make, $500,000 a year, or oh, he has to drive the right car. No, I'm not saying get that detailed. I'm saying, do they align with you? Are they close? Meaning financially, are we in alignment? Do we have the same values of wanting to travel together? Do we enjoy traveling together?
Yeah.
Emotionally, does he sit and complain about his exes all the time? Or is he emotionally mature enough to actually delve deep and be vulnerable and care about?
Yeah.
Spiritually, I mean, let's talk spiritually. Are they too spiritual? Are they too over the top religious, or are they the right kind of religious? I mean, there's different levels that every single person wants.
That's true.
I mean, and
all of those matter.
You align so well with your husband.
Yeah. It happened naturally, I had to say. When I walked in the room, I got out from bad relationship. I wasn't thinking I'd date anybody. It just happened.
Yeah, but you align on all those levels.
Yeah.
Are there any of the levels? So let's say spiritually, do you not align?
No.
What about emotionally?
We came from two different religions though, but
but you're still spiritual together. Emotionally you align, I know that.
Yeah.
Intelligently you align.
Maybe not.
But are you attracted to intelligence?
Yes.
Is he attracted to intelligence?
Yes.
So then you align. Or you wouldn't have had that attraction there.
Yeah, I'm messy and he's very neat, so.
That's where something you don't align, but it's not a requirement. See, that's a little tiny detail.
Yeah, that's true.
Although it might be a big detail, depending on how much.
No, it is a big detail. You know what? I went away for this yoga retreat this weekend. So every time I go away on the weekend with the girls or go to my family, I come back home and I was like, are we going to put in our house on listing or something?
Because he cleans it?
Nothing on the counter, nothing. I'm crazy. I have my kitchen everywhere. Nothing on the counter.
Well, then I think I'm similar to him because when my kids are gone, my house is so clean.
Yeah.
And when my kids are here, it's not. And I I get to the point where I can't follow around them
Yeah.
and constantly clean up.
Mhm.
So I'm when I'm by myself,
Mhm.
everything's clean.
Yeah.
It's just not when the kids are around.
Well,
So
we
you're
did
just
the-
like a kid for
Yeah.
your husband.
I come home, it's like, oh, hell break loose.
Oh no.
My luggage everywhere, the laundry going, and I never finish laundry because I hate putting things away.
You know, and I honestly think that in the last decade,
Mm-hmm.
the whole shift in mindset to women dating younger has changed.
Yeah.
Because in the early 2000s, you know, it was kind of a stigma. And now it's kind of fun.
I cannot tell you, even my own family, every one of them had younger boyfriend or younger, at least a couple years younger, 5 years younger. Yeah.
Well, how young do you think I could go?
Oh,
Or how young do you think I should entertain?
I can't tell on that numbers. As long as, like I said, you walk into a room, talking to people, the energy match, you like the same thing. Don't worry about the age.
No, how young? So like on the dating apps, you got to set an age. And I will say the people in their 20s that were hitting on me before,
Mhm.
they were doing it because they had a fetish, and I could tell, and I'm not really into that. So I'm thinking, what, 30, 32 would be my youngest? Yeah?
I would do 35 up.
35 and up?
Yeah.
All right.
At least if they get out, they just say they got out for college, they've been working for 10 years, they probably paid out their student loan already.
Well, and then also they're less likely to want children.
Right.
Because someone in their 20s may want children, and even if they say they don't, sometimes that changes in their mindset.
Right.
So I would say that would work for me too.
Yeah, 35 and up, they probably don't. Yeah, you're right.
35 and up, they may not want kids. It's the whole kid thing too. I think the kid thing's important because I know I didn't really want children until I was in my early 30s.
Yeah. And God knows you don't want any more kids, right?
And I don't want any more kids.
Okay.
And if a whoops happened, of course I would have a child, but
Mhm.
I don't want to be raising a child at 70.
No, no.
You know,
Yeah.
like sending him off to college at
Yeah.
70. That's
I would
just
do
too much.
35 and up.
35 and up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm gonna adjust my profile when I get back on the dating apps in a month, because I'm taking a month off.
Yeah.
When I get back on the dating apps in a month, I will adjust my profile, and then I'll open it up to 35-year-olds.
Mm-hmm. Why are you taking a month off? Because right now it's the summertime. Especially you want to go on the Avengers and stuff.
Yeah, but there's a lot going on in my life that I'm taking care of right now, so I'm taking some time off.
Okay.
You also have to figure out, are you in this just to have some fun? Or are you in this to actually find a partner?
Do you want to find a partner, no?
I want to find a partner.
That's something.
I want a relationship. I'm not in this to say, hey, I have to go get married.
Yeah.
But I would say that I do want a relationship.
Right. You made it very clear there's no one night stand on it.
Yeah, I'm not into a guy that's dating 5 women. I'm into a guy that wants to date 1 woman.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah. I think 35 would be good age.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they'll be more emotionally mature most of the time too.
Mhm.
And
But
then
you know what? Some guy that if they're in their 50s, 60s, they've been on dating app for years, you that's a red flag already that you don't want that anyway. So, but I'm trying to say age doesn't matter.
you know, I am seeing a lot of guys in their 50s and 60s, and they don't really want relationships.
That's what I'm saying.
But yet, for some reason, the guys in their 40s do.
Right. So maybe that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I think I've been dating possibly the wrong people. And it's been more of a game, I think, to some of them. And I'm not looking for that.
Once your energy match, you'll know.
Yeah. I'm looking for kind of a fun, curious, playful guy that I can have a deep relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, here's the thing. We bring a lot to the table to a younger man, too. We have wisdom that they have no idea.
Right.
And we're stable.
Mm-hmm.
We have depth.
Yes.
And we're fun because a lot of us our children are moving on, or a lot of us have, you know, we're out of the constant need to take care of a man. And now we just want a partner that completes us.
I just think you're such a nice catch. Whoever come along, you were ready to like do stuff.
I'm ready. It's just the question of, will I find the one?
Right.
And I may not, but maybe I need to just open it up to younger people in order to find my one. Maybe I was being maybe my age limit of 10 years, 5 years below and 5 years up was too restrictive.
Mm-hmm. Go for the younger one. Maybe it'll pull up, you know, somebody who just take you for a ride for the weekend. Who knows where you end up? Maybe you end up in another different state.
Nah, I don't. I hope I'm still alive when I end up in that different state.
You never know.
I hope that I find someone too that's like kind of an entrepreneurial spirit, like someone that likes to grow. And growth
Mhm.
to me is a bigger mindset issue than age. I think if they don't have a growth mindset, that's a killer
Yeah, it doesn't matter how old they are. If they
because
don't have growth, they don't have growth.
it doesn't match you. There's just different pressures when they're older
Mhm.
that you don't have when they're younger.
Mhm.
And as long as they don't want children, I think it's great.
I think it's fine. Go for it.
And I do think sexually we'll be more compatible.
All younger men, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Because they're still in their prime in their 30s,
Mhm.
and early 40s. They're still doing pretty well.
Mhm.
And they're more enthusiastic. We'll just say that.
Right.
So there's probably more sexual chemistry, which is what I've been saying I've been lacking sometimes in the older men.
That's what I'm saying. Age doesn't matter
Mm-hmm.
because you still have such a young spirit.
I
you
hope
know?
so, man. I
And
hope
you
that
have young energy.
I can find the right one. But you know what? Until I do, I think I'm just going to keep looking.
Yeah, why not?
And I'm pretty selective.
Yeah.
So
Leave your doors open, baby.
leave those doors open. So I think that's about it. I think we covered everything today. What do you think?
Yeah, to all those ladies, it's okay.
It's
to go for
okay
the
if you're going
girl.
younger.
Yeah, open up your windows.
And if you can be respectful to the ladies that do go younger and don't be so judgmental.
Right.
Because I think it's our time to shine. And I don't think it's fair to say it's bad for a woman to go younger, but it's okay for a man to go younger. The stereotype is gone.
No. And
That little glass ceiling we've shattered and we have moved past that now.
right.
So
Yeah, to all those ladies, don't feel any pressure.
don't feel pressure. You
No.
can do what you want. You can have fun and you can enjoy your life because life is short.
Why not? Life is short.
Yes, you have to have lots of orgasms and lots of sex. It's very important.
I like
And a younger man can give it to you.
for sure.
Well, let's wrap it up, Diva Cat. So you have a wonderful week, everyone.
Yeah. I'll talk to you soon.
Take care. Ciao, ciao.
Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment. We love hearing from you. Visit thedivadetails.com to connect. See you next week for more.
Diva Details podcast and website are intended solely for informational and entertainment purposes. The content provided does not constitute professional, medical, financial, or legal advice. We are not licensed medical practitioners, financial advisors, or legal professionals. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Any financial topics discussed are based on personal opinions and experience and should not be considered professional advice. The content provided does not constitute legal advice. The Diva Details and its affiliate, contributor, and guests are not liable for any losses or damages arising from the use of our content. The opinions expressed in the podcast are solely those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views of any affiliated organization, sponsors, or partner. All facts discussed in the podcast are researched and accurate to the best of our knowledge at the time of recording. Information may change over time. No guarantees are made regarding the accuracy, completeness, or reliability of any statements or opinions presented. It is the responsibility of the listener to verify any and all facts that may influence their decision. This podcast is for information and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered professional advice.